हाय, ये बंदा आईआईटी से है and he will be explaining now what is binary search and how do you use, where do you use, and what big companies that are using now to benefit from their business. So Atul bhai, what is binary search? Can you explain it you explain like the 5 years old boy is listening or girl. So how do you explain a binary search? What its main functionality is?
You said like 5 years old are also listening to it.
Yes. How
Okay.
will we explain it to a 5 years old? Like here, there are many things they are doing many plays,
Okay.
and how where they can
Okay.
implement.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think everyone has used dictionary. Okay. So
Yes.
let's say I give you a word. Let's say I give you a word rat, and I say that I will give you a dictionary. You have to find the word rat in what page it is in the minimum number of steps.
Sure.
अब
You mean efficiently? How efficiently in less
जैसे कि
time? How
कोई
you can
एक
find?
रैंडम पेज खोल दिया, ठीक है,
Sure.
फिर उसके बाद इट गो टू द अदर पेज. अब वो बंदा एक काम कर सकता है कि डायरेक्ट जाएगा और ए के वर्ड आएंगे, बी के वर्ड
These are
आएंगे.
the normal things that you
यस,
necessarily use.
बट लेट्स से व्हाट इज बाइनरी सर्च. ओके, वो एक काम करेगा, बीच का पेज खोल देगा, ठीक है, डायरेक्ट डिक्शनरी के बीच का पेज.
Okay.
बीच का कोई लेटर आएगा, एल वेल से कोई लायन वर्ड आया, अब रैट तो लायन के बाद ही आएगा, इसको रिजेक्ट कर दिया, अब इतना बचा, उसका आधा खोल दिया.
Why are you saying like rat line के बाद आएगा?
बिकॉज आर कम्स आफ्टर एल, राइट?
Okay, so you are comparing with the first letter as a
Yes, exactly.
Yo.
So basically, now L will be our start and Z will be our end. Now I open again.
Okay,
Now,
it seems like we are moving to a complex things. Like, explain me which companies are using and in what case they are using it right now. Binary search. Do you have any idea about it, Atul? Like,
I mean, in algorithmic way, I don't know which company is using it, but I think obviously it's an interesting algorithm. If you see about binary search,
Okay.
answer concept.
Okay, we'll leave to that. I accept. Like, okay, sure. So, how do you fantasize that binary search in your own words?
Okay, so the thing is, sometimes there is a famous question, let's say painter partition problem. Okay, I will.
In your own words, how do you define it?
How do you define the binary search?
Yes.
So, I think everyone know about linear search, and it's pretty common. Okay, and most of the thing what we do in development, DSA, we do most time linear search only. Okay, but if something is already sorted, and let's say if you want to know that, okay, you are in a queue.
You mean if you pick a set of numbers or set of database which is already sorted, right?
Exactly. This is mandatory. Okay,
Okay.
for binary search.
So we can say like the first condition for binary search we apply anywhere, that we need a data or a file or an database that is already sorted in an decreasing or increasing
Increasing order, yes.
Sure.
Monotonicity should be there.
Okay.
And
Yes, we here is the word we can notice like monotonicity instead
Yes.
of increasing or decreasing.
decreasing, yes.
Sure.
And there is, okay, so there are two normal functions in STL, standard template library, upper bound and lower bound. Okay,
Okay.
so let's say you want to know a number, that how many numbers in this array are less than, let's say, an random number 50. Okay.
Okay, can we jump to the conclusion right away? We have less time, Atul. So,
Okay, so I think, yeah, the conclusion is, don't you think it's when you have a time complexity of O(n) and you directly it's go to O log of n. You know what is log of 10
actually, the
9?
thing here is Atul. Now, the people don't understand what is O of n, what is log of n.
Okay,
That
okay.
are listening to it the first time. So, can we define it in a simple terms what its functionality is and how we are benefiting from it?
I think approaching or finding any problem you are approaching, okay, and doing it in the minimum number of steps and smartly eliminating the steps.
Okay, you mean we are enhancing the time complexity,
Yes,
right?
yes. Again, you are reading what time complexity, which
So,
many of the.
you mean we are using our less time?
Yes,
Uh,
exactly. Less time, less number of steps, less cost. Anything you can say. Less money. एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पहुंचना है. Anything. It should be money. It should be time. It should be steps. It should be anything.
okay, sure, Atul. So,
We can binary search on girls also to find our wife. Okay.
wow, that's an interesting thing. But I would say, if you define, if you can define binary search in one sentence, then what would it say?
I think there is a quote I have heard that uh,
I think the Atul is going in
if you are not
political way
if you
here.
if you are not
Like he is trying to make a speech, but what we want to hear, he is not saying. Like, let's move on to next topic. Like, so Atul, have you heard about the server side execution and client side execution?
yes, I have heard about it.
Sure. So can you explain like when we use server side execution and when we use client side execution in terms of database? Particularly, I'm giving one scenario.
Okay, so let's say we have n number of.
Let's move forward with the client side execution for now. We'll come later with the server side execution.
Okay, so let's say we get a one query to resolve at client side. Okay,
Sure.
we have one query. Okay,
Yes.
and we hit the
What the client side execution does exactly?
as far as I can recall, let's say you have one operation to perform, okay, and you hit a query on the database,
Sure.
but you don't know, you don't have the access to, I think, all the queries. I
Mhm.
think that is.
You mean we are fetching the complete data which is required for the execution of the related queries at once, and then we are filtering at the code base like client side.
Huh.
Okay, for the required data, right?
Yes, for the required
Like
data.
for example, we have to find the premium users.
Yes.
Okay, so we will fetch all the users from the database at once, and then we will filter at our end at the client side, then which are the premium users, right?
Okay, then what will the server side?
Sure. So this thing when we'll move to the server side in a bit, but what is the benefit of client side execution, and in what case this is benefiting for the client, for the that company, for the production?
Uh, it is way
Yeah, like we
optimal.
can say like we have the least number of database, that database size
We
is
have to
small.
deal with, yes.
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 Correct, Atul. You are going correct way. Okay, that's thanks Atul for the client side execution. We'll move forward with the server side
Server side
execution.
execution.
What a smile मन करता है. Wow, we will make it familiar, more family friendly, guys. So
Okay.
yeah, we'll move forward with the server side execution. So what do you mean by server side execution, Atul?
Okay, so uh, I don't know exactly, but let's say from what you told, instead of having one query, we have a load bunch of queries like getting premium members, then getting which type of how many screens they have.
Yeah, yeah. In the case of you are talking, in the case we have a huge set of database, right?
Yes.
The main requirement is we have a huge set of database like that takes a whole day or 1 hour, 2 hour to fetching the all the database at once, right?
Yes.
Then we execute directly the query at the server side and we fetch our the filtered or required data, right?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, that takes a much less time. Thanks, Atul. Thanks for the joining the show.
Thank
And
you. Anytime.
yeah, uh,
Cheers.
thanks, Atul. Yeah.